The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found... Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, I was having fun with the playtest mode and a couple of glitches. One of those glitches I mentioned was involving the good art tools and the great harp conflicting with each other. I gave you a bit of misinformation with that. I said that instead of changing stats for the good art tools, it changed stats for the great harp. That's not actually the case. If you don't have the great harp, that treasure chest that gives you the good art tools will work correctly. The reason it didn't work correctly was because the treasure chest checks if I already have the great harp. And since I already had the great harp, it didn't tell the game that I had the good art tools. So yeah, you still have to find the great harp, even if you get the good art tools. Anyway, staring at this seam in the ground, I have decided that I should probably continue doing art stuff because I can do better than that. So I'm going to head back to the Artist Guild and find out what my next art quest is going to be. Actually, I sort of already know. I sort of peeked ahead a little because I want to find out, is the next episode also going to be part of fine art? Which it isn't, because I go into detail in my thoughts, but it's really confusing and you would not understand what the heck I was talking about. So let's just start the art quest before I actually do confuse you. I'm probably too late. Sorry. The next commission on the books asks for you personally. I can't say who it's from, but it's a statue to commemorate the discovery of a Protolithic age here. And as such, they want it done in a primitive style. I've been instructed to offer you 1,000 gold for the commission. Yes. I knew you would say that! Haha, how does it feel to start getting the big commissions? Well, this one will require you to take a bit of a trek outside, to the northeast of Moyos, but it's not too far. Well, good luck, I think you'll do just fine. Interesting. Any more information? Look into Protolithic art if you need to, but I think you'll do just fine on the commemorative statue. Oh, and it's to the northeast of town in case you forget. Or forgot. Whichever. Northeast. It's a good thing this game has a compass because I get east and west confused a whole lot. And I use it every day too, so it's like, what the heck, I should know better than that. Anyway, it seems that we are finally going out where there's going to be monster encounters, so this is the part where I should go ahead and gather a party of adventurers to get out into the world and fight. I have an idea of who two of my party members are going to be. First is my dog. Hello there, Hobbs. I'm going to bring him with me. As a reminder, he is being brought with me. It just doesn't say so because there wasn't enough memory for it. That reminds me. Recently, very recently, there was a podcast that we did for RPG Maker magazine, and one of the bigger subjects we talked about was this game. Obright, you might be interested in hearing that, so I will link that podcast in the description. Now, the next person I want to bring along is the person who gave me my house. My mansion. You know, I really hope that there's going to be a purpose to my old home again. Especially my dad. He gave me the key. Now what? I mean, aside from personality, does being adopted into certain families affect anything else? Well, I suppose it affects how people talk to you. But I still want to know about my dad. There's got to be more to him than just giving me the house key. Alright, join. Once again, apparently there wasn't enough memory for her to join me. Or to let me know that she is joining me. Now the third person, I'm not entirely sure who I want. I'm gonna bring the priest actually. Maybe he's a healer. I really wish I knew what equipment to give them. Do they have good equipment? I mean, my dog's probably not going to need any equipment, but, you know, there's a store in town that I can buy some stuff. I wouldn't mind knowing if I should buy anything. Maybe there should have been a guide. And no, I can't bring this guy with me. Ah, finally. Here, you can join person I can't remember the name of. Marley? I think you're Marley. Okay, well actually, the stuff in this shop isn't actually equipment. I guess I have to reopen Max's shop in order to find equipment. I don't know what this stuff is, and I'm hesitant to buy it without knowing it. Except this. This I'm definitely buying. Knowing RPG Maker 3, this thing that I just bought will make it so that random encounters are lessened by 1 level. And assuming that Obright is smart and makes random encounters at the lowest level possible without being gone, using the Intimidator will just make random encounters not happen. In fact, if I remember correctly, whenever I played his quote-unquote demo, he did include a spell in the game that made it so random encounters didn't happen, so this is probably the same thing. Alright, we're going to the northeast, but I have to go this way because this is the only way off whatever this platform is called. They had a name for it. Just gonna pause here. Arf, arf! And that's everybody, right? No! Alright, well, apparently it works different for everybody else. Maybe I have to talk to them again in order to get the join message, and then that's when they join me. Well, that was confusing. Let's try this again. Alright, there we go. You need Tonk to join Girl Party? Tonk strong! So that's what's going on here. Now to get to Marley and my dog. Every time I think of Marley, I think about how Lantis used to pronounce that one character from Chrono Trigger. I called her Marl. I wonder why that message is bring him with you and not join. Consistency! Alright. Oh, you need me to come along and protect you from the mean old monsters. Yeah, that's pretty much the case. I mean, judging from what happened last time, they can pretty much kill me in one hit. Alright, it's almost dark and I'd rather not explore the overworld for the first time at night. So, I'm just going to sleep in my old bed for old time's sake. And then I'll meet you outside again. Actually, I should probably save before I go outside, because if I die, I'd rather not go hunting for my party members again. Alright, now that that's taken care of for real this time, let's have our real party. Well, it took you long enough. Let's move out. Oh, and don't tell Chester where I was, okay? He was sort of right there whenever I talked to you. Tonk ready to kill nasty monster. And then arf arf. Alright, now we have everybody. And the first thing I'm going to do is change my formation and put Zoe in the back row. Because she is in... Oh, alright. She is in no condition to be trying to fight anybody. Actually, nobody is. My gosh, look at our HP levels. That one monster killed me in one hit. How am I supposed to survive out here? Hobbs is the only one fit to attack anything. Well, let's find out what we got here. We got this character. We got Zoe, of course. She has those stats, and it looks like, for the most part, everybody's stats are comparable, aside from Hobbs' HP. Actually, Hobbs in general has higher stats. Much higher stats, actually. Look at the agility. 7, 5, 7, 99. So Hobbs might actually be attacking quite a bit. Well, let's look at our abilities. Let's see, she has this stuff, of course. The dagger and clothes. Also got this shield. I should probably give that to somebody. I don't know who can equip it. Let's see, Marley's got the oak staff, which can cause poison damage. Tonk has iron sword, which causes poison damage, and leather shield. She also has an intimidator and an exploding stone, which is HP damage. I assume that's 200. Can be used 10 times. Hey, you remember those other RPG Maker 3 games where each item could only be used one time and it filled up my inventory in a real hurry? Well, here's a game where it uses the feature that allows you to have upwards of 10 uses for an item. And that's what this is. This exploding stone, technically that's 10 exploding stones, and it only takes up 1 inventory space. And it has a chance of causing stop if it doesn't kill the enemy. And at 200 damage, it's against everybody. It's probably going to kill him. Which means Tonk could be useful in the back row. Hobbs doesn't really have anything except... What is Greek Fire? Wow. But it only can be used once. There's a chance it'll cause death, but at 999 damage to everybody, that's probably not really something to worry about. I'm beginning to wonder how much HP the enemies out here actually have. For some reason, Hobbs also has a fine dagger and fine clothes. Okay. Well, how much is... Let's see here. 10 and 5... 15 and 10... Not a huge difference, and since Zoe's in the back row... Alright, let's take a look at skills. She's got Double Strike, which costs 3 HP to use. Marley, yep, Marley's the healer. Heals 30 HP, that's useful, that's good. Assuming enemies don't kill us all in one hit. Still slightly worried about that. If Marley is a healer, she should probably be in the back row with me. And Tonk has another skill that uses HP in order to use it, which means 10 HP every time she uses it, so that's 4 times, and then she can't really use it anymore. Really not sure what to do in this situation. All I know is, Marley, you're coming into the back row with me because you're our healer. Actually, it's more like the middle row. There's 3 rows. I don't know of any situation where I'd want to use all 3 rows. Now, how am I going to get off of here anyway? There's like a land bridge or something over there. We want to go northeast. Well, there's stuff over there. But it's to northeast of town. I hope there's a land bridge over there somewhere. Well, wish me luck.